Today we are here at Lake Poway to look at the Tony Gwynn Monument. The Tony Gwynn Monument is located right next to the softball fields at Lake Poway. Tony Gwynn was born May 9th, 1960 in Los Angeles. He got drafted to the Padres in 1981 and played until 2001. He died on June 16th, 2014 to salivary gum disease.
Tony Gwynn was known as Mr. Padre. He set the National League record for most consecutive seasons with a batting average of .300, becoming the 22nd player to reach 3,000 hits. He was a 5-time Gold Glove recipient and was selected to the All-Star team 15 times. After he retired, he returned to SDSU in 2002 as the Aztecs' head baseball coach. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2007.
The bronze statue of Gwynn stands over 11 feet tall and shows him holding his daughter Anisha and waving to a crowd. The statue was made by sculptor Seth Vandible and was handpicked for this job specifically. More than a dozen businesses pitched in to help the monument funding, which supplied materials, equipment, and labor, which came out to be around $100,000. Poway residents, along with Tony Gwynn supporters, nearly donated $200,000 cash to support the funding of this sculpture.
One possible controversial issue with this monument is that Tony Gwynn died of cancer caused by chewing tobacco. Nowhere in this plaza does it state the cause of his death. This is an issue because it doesn't inform people the dangers of nicotine. Tony Gwynn's life was cut short because of nicotine. So remember, don't be packing dips and cutting lips.
Although Tony Gwynn clearly made some poor choices, I think this would be a case where it is acceptable to separate the art from the artist. Gwynn's art was his skill on the field, and his bad habits did not directly correlate with that part of his life. Although they ultimately did lead to his downfall, in the process they never gave him any unfair advantages while playing baseball, nor did they directly affect anyone else besides himself.
The intended audience for this statue is the citizens of Poway and Tony Gwynn supporters. What he said about Poway was, "It's close to the city, but it's in the country, and the people are friendly."
And now we cut to non-paid actors on what they think about this monument.
I really think that the Tony Gwynn Monument is it's a good way to remember him because he really had a big impact on the San Diego community, especially with the Padres, making a tighter family, a tighter blend between the teammates. And I really think it's a good way to remember him because right at the park where it is, it's the softball fields, and that's just where all the baseball families come on weekends to watch the kids. And every time you walk the fields, you see the monument just to remember him. He really wasn't even that good. If he was a good player, I would understand it, but he didn't make the Padres much better. What do they have? Maybe one title? I don't really understand it. I don't know. I think it's kind of a waste of money, a waste of space. It's not very beneficial for society and just a productive community, San Francisco, way better. Do they monument any other players? No. Man, it's growing up in South San Diego, man, you don't really have it, going down to Petco Park Sunday afternoon to watch the ball game, get a hot dog, man. I always see Tony Gwynn out there, man. I always see him hitting bombs, making plays, making the Padres good, man. That's what we need, man. But for this to happen to him, man, what does he expect? He's packing shoes, chewing tobacco. It's not good for you, man. You're not going to live off that. So, it's really sad to see what happened, but what does he expect, But I think the memorial's good, It symbolizes his truthfulness, his character, his passion, his love for his family, his love for San Diego. I think that's what's important. So,
The monument is nothing special when it comes to its popularity. It is located in a small city and has a modest amount of visitors every day because of this. We talked to the workers at the snack shack at Lake Poway, and they estimated that a maximum of 30 people per day park in front of the monument to visit it. This is a very small amount compared to some of the articles we discussed in class, such as Josh Moon's A Museum, a Memorial, a Message, where he states that over 200 school-age children have come to see the legacy museums.
The monument is currently maintained to this day, which can be seen by just how amazingly clean the whole area is. The maintenance cost per year is unknown. However, at the unveiling of the statue, Bill and Tina Howe donated $10,000 towards maintenance and were rewarded with a mini statue of Tony Gwynn. However, in the article, Even Experts Can't Agree on Monuments and That's Okay, by Kelsey Campbell Dolligan, she states that one reason for a monument to be taken down is financial issues surrounding said monument. Since there is no talk about dismantling of Tony Gwynn, I believe it is safe to assume that the maintenance costs are not too drastic.